Hey, good morning everybody. It is day 102 on the Appalachian Trail, and I'm so excited to introduce a very special guest today, Mr. Iceman. He is a trail angel. My Facebook friends will know that I met him at Ultra's event last year in Virginia at Four Pines. I think it was like November.
Yeah.
So Iceman reached out to me in the last couple of days and offered to slack pack me for a couple of days. So just like he did Just a Farmer last year, was another hiker from last year, and Iceman helped him a lot, and I followed him, and that's kind of how I already knew Iceman last year. He's kind of famous to me, so he's a humble man, but I always tell him he is super famous. So yeah, he's out here helping hikers. And you want to tell people kind of what you do a little bit?
I usually pick out some people every year and follow them up the trail.
Nice.
This year I haven't been able to see Russ too much, but stopped in to see him at 19E, but I've got another project I'm working on, and it's going to time me up for about 6-7 weeks.
Nice. Yeah, and in his defense, he's tried to catch me a few times, but I was too slow and I wasn't where he was at just yet. So yeah, he's gonna slack pack me for a couple of days. It's gonna be super helpful because I'm going into the roller coaster, and it's gonna be like 90 degrees tomorrow especially. So his lovely wife Barb is going to come back with him, and they're going to meet me at lunch. So hopefully maybe will she be on my channel maybe?
Yeah.
Will she bless us that way? That would be cool. So if not, I will talk her into it for sure. So anyway, I'm about to get on trail. Thanks again to Iceman. Thanks to Just a Farmer last year. I enjoyed watching his hike, and that's how I kind of got to know Iceman from that. So I'll see you guys down the trail here shortly. Okay peeps, I'm on trail and I feel kind of terrible because I got to the trailhead, unloaded all my gear, and I'm not really used to slack packing this way with like a trail angel. So like I had my pack, I didn't really know exactly how to organize my stuff this morning. So more or less I just emptied my pack into his truck and just kept what I need, like my poop kit and my water bottles and filter. You know, like I've still got my headlamp, just a couple emergency things like that. But anyway, he's gonna meet me at lunch. What I feel bad for is I was about to go hiking. He's like, "Don't you use trekking poles?" And I was like, "Holy crap!" So I left my trekking poles at the hostel. So what does a good trail angel do? He's letting me borrow his trekking poles, and he's gonna go back and get mine and bring them to me at lunch. Like, the people out here, I don't know, it's just opposite of real life. I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Iceman. Whenever you're watching this, I really appreciate it. And like I said, I'm so sorry. Although admittedly, it was kind of Iceman's fault because I was just so excited to see him that I couldn't think straight. And anyway, so anyway, I left my trekking poles at the Stumble Inn. So he's gonna go back and get them for me. So like I said, we didn't have to, normally I would just had to go back and get them. It would have been a big ordeal, but with Trail Angel supporting you, it's so helpful. So yeah, he's gonna help me today and tomorrow. It's gonna be a super big help, especially tomorrow, because I'm gonna be in the roller coaster. It is gonna be 90 degrees, which is not gonna be fun. So being able to slack pack that will be super helpful. And then I think he's headed back home. He's from Pennsylvania. He's gotta help somebody else Saturday. Like, he just helps different hikers all the time. I think he told me he's helping Al and Sandra on the AT, a couple of farmers, I think from Michigan. So farmers must be a specialty. So I'm not a farmer, but I got a lot of farmers from where I live. So that's cool. So yeah, so interesting to sorry, I know I'm rambling, but I'm so excited. But yeah, I watched Just a Farmer so almost every day last year. So I would see Iceman on there a lot. Just the nicest, humblest gentleman ever. Just wanting to help people out here. It's so cool. So anyway, shout out again to David and Danielle at Stumble Inn. It was a great stay. Had a great night last night. Actually, I had the little 4-bunk room all to myself because there's only 5 of us there, and 2 of them were couples, so they stayed together in their room. So, and he actually told me I'm the last person to stay in that bunk room as a bunk room because they're about to switch it out to another private room, I think, with a king bed, because they were needing that more often. So anyway, such cool stuff. Had another good breakfast there this morning, so that was awesome. And like I said, basically just carrying some food, doing a little slacking. I'm gonna try to get to the lunch spot to meet Iceman as quick as I can because I don't want to hold him up all day. So yeah, I think he and his wife are staying in a hotel close by. So just super cool. So we'll see what we get to see today. Thank y'all for following. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm just giddy. I can't hide it. So, but anyway, I do feel terrible about forgetting my trekking poles. So anyway, sorry Iceman, you got to go out of your way. Probably like 10 miles round trip to get them, but thank you so much. So I'll get with you guys up the trail. It was quite muggy today. Actually rained some overnight. Yeah, even our packs were like under the tent outside. I stumbled, but they still got kind of damp just from the moisture. That's kind of how it works around here. So super glad I didn't have to pack up a wet tent this morning. So got it all cleaned up and dried down while I was at Stumble, so that worked good. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a nice morning otherwise though. Reasonable temperatures today. I think maybe in the 70s. Yo, look, I don't know if you can see, look at the steam coming up. Almost looks like a little forest fire, but oh my goodness, yeah, I'm gonna be sweating a lot today, so. But definitely won't be sweating as much as I would with a full pack. So, I was carrying a lot of stuff because I'm gonna stop in Harper's Ferry, but there's not super great resupply there. So once I get through the roller coaster, let me push a couple more towns forward. I did end up sending a bounce box ahead to Port Clinton, Pennsylvania, I think. It's about 250 and 300 miles ahead of here. So I sent some of my meds so I don't have to carry them. And I'm hopeful that the box makes it. I actually picked a flatter box to send it in, so that way it's already flat. So hopefully that works better. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, like I said, good news was all my medications and everything that my brother had sent me like 50 days ago or whatever was still in good shape. It looked like the box had maybe been wet, and that was what kind of caused it to collapse a little bit. But like I said, good news, everything was okay, and I had a good supply of my regular medicine, so didn't have to think about that for quite a while, which is quite a relief. So anyway, I'm gonna keep going. I'm breathing hard, a lot of uphill so far this morning. So. All right, check it out, people. Mr. Iceman not only brought my poles, he brought them sooner than he promised. Like, he just met me here. He said he jogged here, right?
Yeah, it's 3/10.
Oh my gosh, he jogged down to another little trailhead to meet me here. I'm just going by the Manassas Gap shelter, so just a few miles in. So thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're awesome. Welcome. I mean, this man just jogged in to bring me trekking poles, and he'd already gave me his to borrow, so it wasn't even like I was without trekking poles. Like, how do they make people like this? Like, oh gosh. He knows that I don't believe in God, and he very much does. So I think he's trying to outreach to me a little bit, but in a good way, not in a bad way at all. So he's super kind, super awesome. I just told him, I said, if there is a God, you're a good example of one of his followers, like maybe one of the best I've seen. So anyway, I'm hiking on to meet up with him at lunch. Oh my gosh, everything's so green and vibrant. I definitely did make the decision yesterday that I'll definitely keep wearing my little calf sleeves just to, keep poison ivy and bugs and everything off my legs. So, yeah, no doubt about that. At least for the foreseeable future. Maybe the calf sleeves will go the entire 2,194.3 miles with me. We'll see. So that seemed like such a daunting number at one time. And although I've been slow, I'm closing in on the halfway mark sometime in the next week or so. So I mean, that's hard to believe. Oh yeah, it's warm. The snakes are definitely out again today. Yep. This one's not too big. It's a little bit off the trail, thank goodness. I don't have to deal with it. But yeah, it looks like, can you believe it? Another copperhead. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. Oh, well, like I said, he's off the trail, so at least I don't have to deal with him. Gotta get some water here though, so hopefully he won't bother me while I do that. Okay, here's my time to shine, people. Let's see how much I've learned. I've got exactly the same situation I've handled poorly in the past. What's clearly, let's look closer to be sure, clearly a copperhead right in the middle of the trail. I'm gonna play it cool. I'm gonna try to just ease him on off the trail. Actually, looks like he wants to go himself. There he goes. Sorry, I may have missed that. Anyway, he went off the trail. No one was harmed. No one was upset. Except maybe the people in the comments, but that's the normal. Sometimes you know how it goes. So anyway, oh my gosh, another good encounter with a copperhead. I'm feeling much more confident now. It's really a shout out because that comment was what kind of encouraged me to, sorry, I'm walking uphill. That comment was what kind of encouraged me to try to learn my snakes a little bit better. So now that I can identify them, I mean, I gotta admit, it is a great help. So knowing that was a copperhead, you know, like I said, it's helpful in knowing how to handle the situation. So anyway, keep on hiking up the trail, meet Mr. Iceman at lunch. This is, for anybody out there, it's several people I've told that I was getting to meet Iceman. There was a hiker this year with a similar trail name that made a lot of, let's say, news, like mostly negative, I guess. So anyway, this is totally not him. This is the awesome trail angel, Iceman from YouTube. So anyway, I'm gonna keep on hiking along. I just had a snack, a couple pieces leftover pizza. It was good. So may not seem groundbreaking, but I can say in well over 900 miles, I think this is the first tree that I've seen blazed with like 2 metal strips nailed in with nails. It's kind of interesting. I don't know what the story is behind that. Maybe it won't paint on there because that wood's rotten, maybe. Yeah, definitely, this is definitely a spot where you got to have one because it's like a road going that way. So very interesting. Everything is interesting on the Appalachian Trail. I am enamored by it. It's so, no horses. That's a good sign. I don't like walking where there could be horses. They scare the crap out of me. Yeah, I'm just enamored with everything about the Appalachian Trail. I mean, a lot of people would think like this is a lifelong dream or something, but I'm literally just a guy that saw a couple of people doing this on YouTube last year and just like fell in love with the idea. So it's just hard to believe though. Yeah, so many interesting people, so many different demographics. Like I stayed in hostels with like young kids, you know, kind of partying, having a good time. Going to bed at 8 o'clock though. That's just kind of what you do out here. But I've also been in hostels or inns with a nice group of older people. You know, not a lot of drinking and partying, but like last night, nice lady, a section hiker, we were having a serious conversation about the calories per gram weight ratios of different nut butters. So and then also still going to bed at 8 o'clock. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, as of now, I probably wouldn't trade this experience for anything. Like, I know I struggled a lot early on, but I think that was good. Justified because I didn't do a good enough job getting ready. So, I mean, I don't think I did a bad job. I do think I probably maybe did better than most, but still, just a lot of things I should have and could have and would have been better at if I just taken more time to think about it and research it or whatever. So yeah, it's an amazing day. If I was going to quit the Appalachian Trail, it would be today probably. It would be a good time. Oh my goodness, for real, like am I off trail? This is so dense. Like I've got the phone at my eye level. And then I'll get it down like my knees. Man, holy crap. This stuff must just grow up overnight in the rain, maybe. I don't know. Whoa. Hopefully no ticks. Glad I treated my gear with permethrin. Hoping to see a white blaze soon, just to be sure. Oh, there's one. There's one painted, and then there's another one nailed on there. Another good place for it though, because the other one is hard to see. Oh, it might be made out of wood. No, I can't tell. Looks like I'm about to enter Sky Meadows State Park. Notice except at park shelter, overnight camping is prohibited on all properties between Route 50/17 and south boundary of Sky Meadows State Park. I'll have to check and see where that is. I know where 50/17 is. That's where I'm headed for lunch. So just gotta check and see the distance to the other one to make sure I'm okay for camping tonight. If you'll notice, I'm wearing a new t-shirt today. This is the one that was in the box that was, you know, MIA for quite a while. But anyway, I like it so far. It could be a little bit longer, which is such an advantage to a hiking shirt, just to get it like below your hip belt really good, but it works. It's a cool KUHL. I got it on clearance somewhere like last year. I can't remember where, but like it was too small for me before I came out here, but now it fits pretty good now. So, but yeah, it's like, it's not holding a lot of sweat. Like it feels good in the heat, and it's really humid and hot today. So I also have, if y'all, episode 8, y'all remember, started with the loss of my purple bandana. So just tell you how far we've come. It was like episode 90 something before I was able to get a replacement. So yeah, I found this. This is exactly the same bandana. You know, not exactly the same, but you know what I mean, the same model or whatever. I got it off Etsy, so kind of excited to have that. I always had a purple one because Caitlin goes hiking. So also the same reason I have, here I'll show you, a piece of purple duct tape on one of my trekking poles, the left one. So anyway, my little shout out to my friends that helped me so much. So anyway, there's a nice breeze. It's kind of gotten kind of cloudy, so I don't think it's going to rain or anything, but this kind of helped keep temperatures a little bit more manageable. So I'm hiking towards Mr. Iceman. Should be getting there probably in around an hour or so. It's about 3 miles. Definitely a state park. As you can see, a very different signage here. And it's kind of cool. It's different. I've enjoyed kind of all the different ways the Appalachian Trail is marked. Like as you go through each section, like different kind of signs. You'll notice I've shared a lot of pictures of those in my photos at the end. So, and we got a picnic bench. So probably about to see a nice little area here, I think. Harper's Ferry, 32.8. Yes, indeed. Okay, looks like we may have a snake up here on the trail. Oh wait, shadow. Oh my gosh, people, what a cute section of the trail here in this state park. It's just smooth. Holy crap. Oh, holy smokes, there's one. Oh my gosh. I don't know if y'all can see. Whoa, it's a good size one there. That's just his head coming out. I don't know where the rest of him is. I mean, good Lord, there's so many snakes. Oh my gosh, and let's look close. Yeah, I can see the markings. It's definitely a copperhead. Holy smokes, they're everywhere. Oh, there he comes. Get a chance to see how big he is. Seems like the big ones don't move too fast. All right, dude, where are you going? It's like he's headed towards the trail. The trail's over here. It's kind of a slow mover, though. All right, buddy, I'm gonna leave you be. Head on down the trail. Peace out. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, oh my gosh, wow, like how many snakes are out here? Like it's kind of twofold, my thoughts on the snakes. I did not anticipate this many snakes at this point, but I also anticipated being at this point earlier, if that makes any sense. So Anyway, but I'm learning. Like they don't, that one scared me a little bit, but they don't scare me as much anymore. I think if I would have just been hiking, I would have noticed that one a lot sooner. But since I was filming, it kind of snuck up on me. So anyway, yeah, there's some shade. It's a good day for shade. It's kind of hot out today. I see a good breeze blowing. Definitely gonna be rough the next couple of days, heat-wise. Okay, we have a memorial bench here in the park in memory of Helen Eltzeroth, 1940 to 2022. Oh, she just died this year. Finish each day and be done with it. You have done what you could. That's fair. And there's also some type of trail magic. I think there's a book in there that tells about maybe about Miss Helen. And apparently there's some Marlboros, so never know out here. All right, back on the trail. Just had a nice conversation with a couple of day hikers. One of them's hoping to do some sections of the PCT soon. So here we go. Still looking for Iceman, closing in on him. Should be maybe 1 or 2 more miles. Okay, peeps. Iceman was nice enough to meet me at lunch. I had some snacks and some water. And he is going to meet me down here at the end of the trail. He's actually going to hike my gear into a campsite for me like a half a mile before a road comes. So, sorry, I know it's loud. We're right by the side of the road, but just want to thank Iceman again, and we'll see him again later on.
See ya.
Okay, peeps, I got to cross this interstate. Wait, oop, not quite. Is this an interstate? Iceman says this is not an interstate, but I still got to cross it. So here we go. Oh my goodness. Looks like we made it. Can't miss the trail. Walking through the median. Holy smokes. Here we go, back on the Appalachian Trail. A nice little break there with Iceman. Oh my gosh. What a nice gentleman. So happy to meet his wife, Barb. She was super sweet. She didn't want to be on the vlog, but she did let me take a photo of them. So I'll definitely put that in right here for you guys to see. So yeah. Gotta cross a pretty busy road. I think I can do it. Here comes a Corvette or something. I don't know, some kind of sports car. And I'm about to cross right after. Alright, I am safely across the road and back on the Appalachian Trail. Okay guys, back on the trail. I'm about 6 miles from the camp spot. Like I said, Iceman is nice enough, he's gonna hike down. He got another backpack, he's gonna put my stuff in it and hike it down to me like a half a mile to where I'm gonna camp. Just super nice, it's amazing. Like, what can you say? Like, what can you say? So anyway, it's toasty out here, so I know he's a busy man and got things to do, so I'm gonna try to hike this last 6 miles as fast as I can, so that he don't have to wait around for me too long. I wasn't thinking, I didn't want to work with just my fanny pack doing 19 today, but I didn't think about it. I was going to see him at lunch. I should have just let him carry my pack down, and I would have could just use my fanny pack probably. Whether I can do just a fanny pack or not is typically based on water. If I can just use my filter and drink a liter at a time, then that usually works pretty good. So yeah, I should have did that, but I'm all in the woods now, so it's too late. But so anyway, I'm gonna keep on hiking northbound and looking for Iceman in the campsite. Interesting little wall in the woods. It's not anything listed on Far Out about it, so I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's definitely not a random pile of rocks. Definitely looks like it was a wall for something at some point. Probably some settlers at some point. So interesting as I move a little bit further north, seeing some new things. Okay, peeps, it's getting real. Hiker warning. Entering the roller coaster. Have a great ride. Trail boss and crew. So here we are. Virginia's last big event. Can't believe I'm almost out of Virginia finally. It feels like I've been here forever. But I definitely never got Virginia blues. Like, I've enjoyed Virginia a lot. So, I mean, it's probably been my favorite state so far, which may be obviously tied into the fact that I've been doing much better since stopping those 4 days back in Damascus with my feet when I first got into Virginia. So it seems like a long, long time ago. Honestly, I have no idea how long ago it was. It was definitely a pair of shoes ago. I know that. So, yeah, it was, basically 500 miles, give or take, because Damascus was mile 470, and I'm about like mile 990, I think now, or something like that. So anyway, about heading to the roller coaster. The good news is I'm camping like 3 miles into the roller coaster, so that'll kind of split it up between today and tomorrow for me, in addition to having Iceman helping me by site packing me. So especially, like, I don't think it would have been any problem, but it's super key that I'm gonna have his help since it's gonna be like 90 degrees tomorrow. So I'm gonna get a good early start. I'm gonna meet him at the trailhead at about 6:30, I think. So it's kind of our rough plan. I'm gonna talk to him again when I get up here, because he is hiking my gear down to me. Like, what a sweet man. Like, he's called the Iceman. He should probably just be called the Nice Man, because that is exactly what he is. So all right, peeps. I'm gonna buckle my seatbelt. I tried to see if there was a "you must be this tall to ride this roller coaster" sign around here somewhere, but I do not see that. But I'm 6'4", so I should be good. If anything, on the AT there should be signs like "you must not be this tall," because like so much stuff is catered to shorter people around here. So, but anyway, it's advantages and disadvantages to everything out here. So let's get going. Just met a nice couple going southbound. I haven't seen many people today at all. Also, Tarzan just passed me a few minutes ago when I was on the phone. He's a nice guy. I met him a couple times. He does believe in site packing, but he's also 28, so a little bit of a difference there. I'm not too ashamed of it at 50, almost 51. So I'll be 51 1 week from today. And my friend Rabbit had a birthday 1 week before today, so happy birthday to Rabbit. Enjoyed the 2 miles we hiked together and the night we camped together in the woods at the forest road. So yeah, Rabbit, she's really cool. So I sent her a text and said halfway birthday between us. Oh my gosh. So anyway, roller coaster not too bad so far, but obviously I'm on like the first hill, so that would probably be the reason I'm saying it's not too bad. But yeah, cool thing about, I feel like this section is kind of breeds a little bit more camaraderie between the Nobos and the Sobos, because everybody's struggling both ways, rather than usually like you're climbing a hill and you come by somebody going Sobo and they're going downhill, or vice versa. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of interesting that way. So okay, walking along a little more carefully. There's a new obstacle. A nice kid that just hiked by me going the other way said there was a poop ton of poison ivy on down the trail somewhere. So I'll try to keep a look at it. It's so hard because like everything is green, and poison ivy is green, I believe. So I'm just gonna try not to touch any foliage for the next 0.9 miles to camp, and hopefully I won't be camping in it. Hey peeps, made it to camp. The awesome Mr. Iceman left my stuff here for me. So got another nice gentleman I know I'm gonna be camping here with tonight. So if I get killed, somebody can tell y'all about it. So and I'm gonna meet Mr. Iceman again in the morning. Is it okay if I call you Mr. Iceman?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Tigger told me that I offended people because I said yes sir and no ma'am and stuff too much.
I'm from the South too.
Oh, okay. So, are you from the South? What part?
Well, Florida, Panhandle.
Okay.
Florida.
Okay, so it's acceptable.
Yes, sir.
That's
No,
fair.
sir. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for everything. Had a great day, and I'll see you in the morning.
All right.
All right. Have a good evening. Tell Miss Barbara I said hello.
Okay.
All right. Be safe. Okay, guys. Got my camp set up all here at the tent site. Pretty cool little spot. A nice creek. Nice little bridge. I'll be crossing tomorrow. I'll go ahead and give you a little preview, or actually early in the morning. So, oh my gosh, big thanks to Iceman. Said we do like about 19 miles today, thanks to his help. And got into the roller coaster, and just him helping me tomorrow is going to be phenomenal too. So, I think I may try to do just 15 tomorrow, so someone will be doing like the last 10 miles of the roller coaster. There's actually a Blackburn Center or something like that. It's like a shelter that has a caretaker and may have a shower and a place to camp and stuff. So he's gonna, I think Iceman's gonna drop my pack there for me tomorrow, and then I can either stay there or either, you know, maybe get a shower and keep hiking if I, you know, if I feel like it. So closing in on Harper's Ferry probably this weekend. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. I'm gonna end this episode right here, and I will get back with you in the morning.